Okay, well, after the success of the spare tire carrier and the frankly awesome success of the bigger intake manifold, which gave it much more torque, now it's time to deal with an issue that I've been just putting off, trying to pretend I don't see it. I've got to deal with it. So I don't know if I've got enough battery life to explain all this, but you know, we'll figure it out. This right here is the problem child. This radiator was Swiss cheese when I got it off of eBay, sight unseen. It was at least better than the one that came with the chassis because it was completely destroyed. So I put a new tube on here, I resoldered all this, went through it as much as I could. I'll bet I had water in this and back out of it 20 times, trying to find all the pinholes. And for the first season of occasionally testing it and driving it, hey, she held up good. But the testing sessions have gotten a little more vigorous, and it's starting to show its 97-year-old age. So, decision time. Now, if you're a Model T guy that's, you know, made of money, you'd say, hey, Mr. Cheap, get yourself a new radiator. Well, yeah, that's easier said than done. Let's just call it $1,000. It's so close, it really doesn't matter. $1,000, new radiator. Beautifully made radiator, by the way. For you guys that are going to get one for yours, oh, they're wonderful. Can't afford it. Just not in the budget. So, one other thing. There used to be this fantastic guy here in town that was a professional radiator repairman. Man, he's about my age. And if you wanted anything radiator related repaired, this guy could take them apart into a million pieces, put them back together, and they were like new. And I'm telling you right now, that is a lost art for him. At least in this area it is. So, putting a new core in it, not an option. Not anymore. Nope. The more and more of these guys that retire that do this kind of stuff, or die, you know, let's face it, harder all this is going to be to do for the normal guy. If you're Jay Leno, well, sky's the limit. But we're not all that. We're just guys screwing around in the garage. Anyway, I'm really rambling on here, you know. I get a hold of something and I just keep going and going and going. Okay, this radiator's coming out. And I've done a lot of searching online, and boy, that's a big truck. Wow. Where was I? Yeah, looking online for a radiator. So, there's a lot of Chinese radiators that are aluminum. I have no way of dealing with aluminum. I don't have a fancy schmancy welder or anything like that. And if I did, it'd take me till the rest of my life to learn how to run it good enough to make something watertight. So that's out. So I finally found a copper and brass radiator on eBay. Funny enough, made in Des Moines. At least that's where it's shipping from. It's about 100 miles from here. Anyways, copper and brass, and it's made for a Ford, what is it, F9 tractor. I might have that wrong. I don't have it right in front of me. You know, a little Ford tractor. You know, it's got basically a little 4-cylinder engine, just like a Model A or Model T. It'll fit inside this shell. Matter of fact, it's a little bit smaller. 3-core, brand new, $194. Yeah. I got $800 left over to screw around, buy candy and cigarettes and booze with. No, I don't do that. What am I going to say? Oh, I'll show you something. Now here's the drawback. It's a little bit smaller. It's only going to come out about there, and the actual top will be right in this area here. So we're going to have to come up with something here so that it looks right after we get it functioning. Everything else fits. Now, it doesn't have this tank on it, which I believe is a necessity for thermal siphon systems, where that just raises up hot, falls down and cools. So I believe we're going to be needing some kind of water pump as Henry Ford flips in his grave. And it just so happens when I bought this chassis, right out here, here's a water pump. It was on the engine. I didn't want to deal with it at the time because I knew it wasn't absolutely necessary. I think with some cleaning and some packing and some greasing, I think it'll be fine. Get her painted up. It's got the right kind of pulley for my system. I don't have a flat belt. So I'm going to do that. And that should make that Ford tractor radiator work. So let the swearing begin. I've got it on order. It's supposed to be here Monday. I'm talking to you from, what, last day or so of April. So, yeah. Hey, I didn't out-talk my battery. Pretty good. So anyway, that's the next thing. I knew this day was coming. But a friend of mine from high school, hey Jim, came over yesterday. And we went hot rodding around town with this. And when we got back, it was fairly evident that 97 years is the expiration date on a radiator. So, let's just see what we can do. What's the worst that can happen? I know, really bad, I know, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay, are we running? Yep, we're running. Let's take this baby apart and see what we got. Pretty nasty. Wow. I don't know how I'm going to get that out of there. There's a, I don't know if you can see or not. There we go. There's a nut down in there. Right on there. It's really in bad shape, but it's still holding good. I don't know. Maybe just clean it up and try it. Wow. I think I'm going to have to try to take that nut off there. That's the only thing I can do. Because this shaft's got to be cleaned. It's got to come apart somehow. I don't suppose I could get so lucky that... This is called desperation. This just reeks of desperation. Oh my, what'd I do here? It's always something. If this works, it's going to be a miracle. I can just see me in the house ordering a water pump right now. All right, this is starting to really piss me off. All right, we've got out all the tools now. We're getting down there. Look at this, boys. Get a good look. Feast your eyes on this. And we saved it. Saved the threads. Yeah. Here's what's left of it. Oh, there's that. There she is. Yep, let's clean her up. And my finger quit bleeding. Good as new, eh? All right. Let's clean up the rest of this crap. Let's see how the shaft comes out. See how it does. It's not awful bad up here, but that doesn't matter. And here's where it needs to be. Needs to be good. I gotta clean that plate out.
Images flashing on the screen, echoes of the time.
call this a .02 level tidy. Yeah, but I don't see any cracks or anything like that. And here we go. Let's see. What is that? Rollin' and Coke. Los Angeles, as Bugs Bunny would say. And there it says Yale. I don't know what that's about. Patent pending. I don't know if it worked out for him or not. But hey, you know what? I think this is going to work. Worst thing can happen, it could leak. I can't believe I got that nut off of there. I just can't believe it. Okay. Whoop, yeah. Alright, so I'll do some more cleaning on this. Try to get it inside better and all that. We'll get all the pieces painted up. And I'll order some of this, what do you call it? Well, you guys know what it is. The packing, you know. Like a pencil. Graphite. That's it. Graphite packing. We'll put that in there. And I think this is going to work. I really do. Famous last words. Alright, well, I got a can here that was paint 4 years ago. We'll see if it's still paint now. And I got one here that's missing his head. We'll have to see how we can get that out of there. But, I got them pieces cleaned up pretty good. I think it might be okay. I've got high hopes. I ordered some packing material for the end and some water pump grease. So we'll find out. Oh, there's the partners in crime right there. See if he waves. Nope. Must be on a top secret mission. Well, we're committed now pretty much. It's either gonna work or it ain't. I gotta figure out, this is a necessary piece here. So, there we go. We've got to figure out a way to get something here and extend this out to here. Figure out what we're gonna do. This is really going to be just a covering shell now instead of a really integral part of the thing. At times I feel pretty good about it. Other times I feel like it's a poorest decision I've made in quite a little while. But I guess, we're going to find out. If I can do this for 194 bucks versus 1,000, I don't care how unperiod correct it is. Just don't. We'll find out. Okay, well, let's see. Do I have the camera aimed correctly? Yeah, you can see me. Well, this is really screwing it up. Well, this day's starting off just dandy. We're back to winter. It's really ticking me off. Wind's blowing 100 miles an hour. Can't even climb out of the 40s. Man. It's going to be May in a couple days, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I lose track of time. I kind of have to lean like this to be in the frame, don't I? I guess for cinematic, what do you say? Cinematography? I can't. Cinematography. Like cinnamon. I don't know. Anyways, I was talking to you in the last little segment about radiator. Well, it came today when I ordered, and it's going to take some doing, but I think we'll be able to do this. I'll just get it out of the box and show it to you. This is for a Ford. What is it? N8? Is there an N in there? I don't know. Ford 8, 9, and whatever. Tractor. And there it is. I'll get up here. Now it's got the outlet or inlet, whatever, in the right spot here, and pretty much the right spot here. It's narrower and it's a little shorter, but it is copper. It's not aluminum. So I can modify it if I felt a need. We're going to try not to do that because that's dangerous with something you spent a couple $100 on. But it's better than 1,000. And at this point, I'm not really caring about originality at all. So we're going to take this apart, the original one here, and just start making pieces until this works. That's all you can do. You know, not to start up a grandpa rant here or anything, but this company here, I don't even remember whose company it is. I know it's here in Des Moines in Iowa. They managed to have this thing made, which is not a lot unlike a real Model T radiator, very similar in certain ways. They managed to have that made for $194 plus shipping. Now you tell me why the people that make radiators for, you know, original radiators for Model Ts, why they can't find some manufacturer to do that. Why is it $1,000 for an original and a couple $100 for that? You tell me. I mean, I know they probably got their reasons, but you know, some entrepreneur in the Model T business is really missing their chance by not having these manufactured in Vietnam or someplace. I mean, everybody else is doing it. What the hell? The cost of things is really a burden. But, you know, that's a first world problem, isn't it? All right, that's enough. Let's tear this thing apart. It's Polka Sunday. We'll see if we get any copyrights on this, but I kind of like to listen to my polka music on Sunday morning.
St. Paul Walls by Chuck Hill and the Jolly Ramblers from Lester Prairie, Minnesota on today's Sunday Morning Poker Show. And before we do one more thing, we have this on behalf of all the people at CarePro Health Services, Cedar Rapids, and Coralville.
I got to the point that I was kind of avoiding using the downstairs level because I didn't want to go up and down the stairs.
Leo. And got a request this Sunday morning for June by Gil Boss of the band from Oregon, Wisconsin on our show for this Sunday morning.
All right.
It's Landler time on today's Sunday Morning Poker Show. This is the Concertina Landler.
First thing we'll do is turn the Polka down just a little. I'm going to drain this radiator. Looks like that's stuffed up with something. Alright. Gotta have a rag around here somewhere. Well, there's no oil in it. Let's see, let's get some tools out here. All over the inside. We'll lay these over here. Oh man. I hope this isn't a mistake. I got no choice. I just gotta soldier on and do it. So we need a screwdriver to take care of that.
And as a joy request for tuned by Gil Boss out of Oregon with something this Sunday morning, there we have the Clarence Clasper on today's Sunday Morning Poker Show. And before we do anything else, we have this in the app. I'm my fraternal brothers and sisters, Elijah Sprockle.
We'll go up here. I don't know how I'm going to take care of this.
Fraternal Life was founded back in 1854.
I'm going to have to do something with it.
Czech immigrant men was to provide financial assistance and offer some social activities to their members and families. The CSA's complete portfolio to see what else they can provide for your security. For more information, call 1-800-LIFE-CSA.
I guess I'll have to take these off first.
Keeping the future affordable is CSA Fraternal Life.
Let's see, what do we got here?
Life, CSA extension 4444. And during this third hour,
I'm going to have to make a lot of parts here to make this look like something. I can't stress enough how much I would have rather had a real radiator, but you know, you do with what you have. Can't be driving to town every 5 minutes for a nut or a bolt. That's the way I was raised. Let's see, half inch. I must have been strong that day when I tightened that up. There's going to be a lot of wasted film on this job. Boy, I had that filled up pretty good. Sure making a mess. Come back when there's something more exciting.
That means I have nothing, or has been changed to this Sunday morning without a thing. The heat has been bad.
I think it'll be much easier to just take this off. It's got to come off anyway. We'll just lay the bolts up there in hopes that, you know, they'll stay there for a week. And they won't. Be out in the driveway somewhere in about 25 minutes. Because that's just the way things go. Now hopefully there's enough of that bled down there. Pretty sure. Well, I must have glued that on good. There we go. Oops. My last good pair of gloves. I don't want them to get wet. Alright. We'll get these, this top one loosened up.
request this Sunday morning. We haven't heard from Gary Pragan yet this Sunday morning. We're going to change that right now because
He's always a bugger.
For ice cubes and beer on today's Sunday morning poker show.
They don't want to seal when you're tightening them up. Yeah, until you get them tighter than the hubs of hell. When you want to take them off, they don't want to come off. So now, we can take this rod out of here. We'll lay it back in the cockpit here, because we're going to need that. Let's see, rag. If I step on this light cord one more time, it's going out in the street. Just throwing it. Let's see. Let's see if we can. See if we can get it off right here. I think we should be able to. No problemo. Alright. Boy, we are committed now. That stupid light cord. Okay, I think this should come off. Oh, it feels like there's still water in it somehow. Man, there's a bunch of sludge in the bottom of that. Get all the sweet, sticky bullshit off of here. Alright, now I gotta get rid of this water before I trip over it, fall in it, really have a fit. Alright, well, I got the radiator off. We're gonna use these somehow that mounted the original radiator, but I'm a little anxious. Oh, I took that off and shouldn't have. Maybe I should take these headlights off just so nothing happens. That's always easy to do. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I had a hell of a time finding a lens for this one on this side over here because it was cracked. I don't want to have to go through that again. So let's see, do we got a wrench for that? Nope. Oh, it's a square. It's a square. Yeah. Great. 4 hours later, let's see if this one works. Oh, it's the right one. Yeah, you just loosen these two grub screws here, or whatever you want to call them. This is the racing feature. I can take my headlights off and save weight right at the beginning of the race. There. 1915 Buick. All right. I'm kind of running out of stuff to show you, so you're going to watch every little move I make on this. Lucky you.
And this is a request that we always have at the third hour today's Sunday morning poker show. The request was something by Harry Zimmer and the Texas Instruments for Houston. And here we go with the Sunday morning, the trumpets and clarinets polka.
Ta-da! Alright, we won't have any miscues now. Try to keep all these tools in one spot. Maybe it'll go back together a little easier. You think? Alright. I think what we'll do is get a couple blocks of wood there of some sort. I got an assortment of blocks of wood here. And that's when it went all horribly wrong. Here we go. Here we go. This way. Well, she's gonna fit in there. Careful, idiot. That looks pretty good. How are we looking here? You know what? This may work out. But what I need is some way to hold that. I just got to be really careful with this damn thing. Yeah. So, if I take this out of here, oh, I'm gonna get sued! Get to the radio as fast as you can. Don Henley will have my ass. Alright, we're safe. You know, some people can hide the fact that they're kind of a prick. Don Henley's never been able to do that. There. That'll give us some protection here. I know that looks like hell, but it's not supposed to look good. So if I just set this down in there, like so, I need to have something to hold this back. Let me rearrange this while you're not looking. All right, I'm gonna give you a look here. Maybe I better shut this off. I've kind of blocked it up down here, and I've kind of got it just sitting there. There's how it looks there. There's how we're lining up. Right there. Here's the outlet or whatever. Inlet, outlet, blah blah. I'm gonna get the shroud off of there and start kind of setting it on there. This is the plan. This is the original mount right here and here. My plan is to get a 2-inch wide piece of steel, come out this way, bend an angle down, come across, bend an angle up, and then have it come out to here, drill a hole on each end, of course. That way I can use all the spring mechanism that you know comes with this, all this stuff. So when it undulates over stuff, this radiator will be separate. That's the plan so far. This is all just preliminary plans, so let me get that taken apart over there and we'll see what we're coming up with. And I know we're gonna have to do something with this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing there, but you know, not knowing what the hell I'm doing's got me this far, so we'll just keep going.